push back on this. There's no guarantee to free speech on misinformation or hate speech, and especially around our democracy.
No guarantee of free speech? Oh, I beg to differ there, little Timmy. While you're calling Lassie, let me just remind you about this inconvenient document known as the Constitution and the First Amendment, which I don't want you to be confused with there, little Timmy. So little Timmy, or Tampon Timmy as they're calling him, the First Amendment in the Bill of Rights: Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. No law abridging the freedom of speech. The fact that you don't like speech doesn't mean it's not allowed, permitted. It's a natural right. If it hurts your feelings, then you don't need to listen to it. Now, yes, there are limitations on speech. You cannot shout fire in a crowded theater to endanger people, but that's a pretty clear situation. We are not going to allow clowns like this guy who quit the National Guard so he wouldn't have to deploy. We are not going to let people like this, who gives driver's license to criminal alien invaders, we are not going to let you abrogate the First Amendment. We've already seen the Federal Bureau of Incompetence obliterate the First Amendment with its garbage Department of Homeland Security, its garbage, National Institutes for Health, its garbage, and the CDC's garbage by colluding, coercing, or cajoling tech media companies to silence our speech during the COVID scam. We're not going to let you get away with this. They've already obliterated free speech in the UK, showing up people's homes because someone's feelings were hurt on a Facebook post. Governments have no right to silence speech, whether they like it or not. You govern with our consent. It's not the inverse. You moronic dipshits. Knock it off. You govern with our consent. You work for us. And we have freedom of speech. It's a natural right. And it's guaranteed in our Constitution. Folks, freedom is under assault everywhere. Tyranny is on march everywhere. It's like the 1920s and 30s all over again. Instead of Mussolini and Adolf Hitler, we have Emmanuel Macron and Keir Starmer and the Islamofascists throughout the Arab world. And of course, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And now this clown from Minnesota, Mr. DUI, Mr. I'm deaf, so I didn't understand what the state trooper was telling me when I was drunk off my ass in Nebraska in 1995. Problem with that is, if you're deaf, you can't serve in the National Guard. And Mr. Drunk off his ass, going 96 miles an hour in a 55 zone, pulled over by a state trooper, served 10 more years in the National Guard. Man, these people are a danger to liberty. Do not allow them to take office. Do not elect these clowns.